Israel's Iron Dome anti-missile defense system was widely praised following its interception of hundreds of rockets during the recent flare-up in cross-border violence between Israel and militants in the Gaza Strip. But now the iconic rocket stopper has a new comrade. Named David Sling and designed to intercept medium-range rockets, it has recently undergone successful testing, and Israel's defense minister Ehud Barak says it will form a significant layer in Israel's missile defense program. While the Iron Dome shoots down smaller rockets from the Gaza Strip, the job of David Sling will be to take down Iranian-made missiles with a bigger payload, which it is suspected currently make up part of the arsenal of Lebanese militants Hezbollah. The Shiite faction's leader, Hassan Nasrallah, recently told supporters at a rally via video link that if Israel were to attack Lebanon, it would have to deal with, quote, thousands of rockets falling on Tel Aviv and other cities. For now, the Iron Dome has proved sufficient in protecting southern Israel from mass casualties as a result of Gaza rocket fire. It is hoped that when it comes online in 2014, David Sling will prove just as effective against bigger threats facing the Jewish state.
And reports just coming in say that Syrian jets have tried to bomb rebel headquarters close to the border with Turkey. Opposition activists say that they missed. Sue Turton is in Antakya near the Syrian-Turkish border. See, what do you know about what's going on?
Yes, I had a call about half an hour ago from somebody we were staying in Atma just for the last 2 days. We only came out of Syria yesterday, and he said that the two regime jets were dropping bombs on Atma just a few minutes before he spoke to me. Atma, if we describe it, is a border town, but it's very much a hub for the Free Syrian Army. The military council is based there. Many of the brigade commanders come up there, and it's the sort of place that the rebel fighters go to sort of have some relaxation before they head back to the front. But it's the first time the regime has targeted this town. Now, we're hearing from people on the ground that one of these bombs dropped just 100 meters from the military council's headquarters. We're also hearing that another one of these bombs was dropped just a kilometre away from one of the refugee camps. There are two large refugee camps in the outskirts of Atma.
And Sue, you've spent quite a lot of time recently in Syria. As the conflict continues, how are people there surviving?
Well, the refugee camps are one of the key areas that they're surviving in, because those that have fled from the bombing further down in the heart of Syria, that's the only place they can get to. And it seems that the bombings of Atma today really struck the fear into people in those camps. We're hearing in the camp we were actually in yesterday, talking to people, that when they heard these jets overhead, they started running towards the border fences with Turkey, some managing to even scramble over the border fences, because of course this is exactly what they fled from. They thought they were safe in these refugee camps. Now, we talked to the Turkish Foreign Ministry, who didn't even know about the bombing when we spoke to them, because it really has just happened. But there had been a sort of sense that they told people that they should stay in these camps because they would be okay, because they were just next to the Turkish border. Well, of course, these people now hearing the jets overhead and hearing that they're dropping bombs so close to them must now be thinking that they're not even safe next to the Turkish border.
Thanks very much, Sue.
A WikiLeaks cable published on Sunday, January 2nd, that Hezbollah would fire between 400 and 600 missiles a day into Israel in a future war, adding that Tel Aviv would be targeted. The cable from November 2009 summed up meetings led by Missouri Representative Ike Skelton, held with top officials from the Mossad, Shin Bet and the IDF. The delegation was told that Hezbollah has 40,000 missiles, as well as a number of Iranian aerial vehicles that have a range of 150 kilometers. Those can be loaded with explosives and sent to bomb strategic targets in Israel. As a result of the growing rocket threat, Ashkenazi told Congressman Skelton that the IDF was investing heavily in missile defense systems such as the Arrow, David's Sling and the Iron Dome.